And one of the things I remember about my childhood and food, which it's such a layered, it's actually a movement, um, is the time that, food was, what happened in that time. And so for me, a lot of those stories that live in my body about food were in the morning. And I loved so many different parts of that. And one of the things that my mom would make was cream of wheat. And she was a really good cream of wheat maker. She made it super textured. It wasn't just bland, and it also wasn't it had a lot of texture to it, and the balls would harden, the wheat balls would harden, and then at the top she would put full cream and sprinkle a little natural brown sugar or turbinado, and I would mix that, and it was so delicious. The other thing that she would make is a 3-minute egg. And essentially it would be boiled water and then throw the egg in. Well, don't throw it, but lightly, gracefully, lovingly put the egg in there and time for 3 minutes. And it was the perfect time. Of course, depending on the egg size, but in my childhood, I remember it being just the perfect time. And it would be a dippy egg now that we call it in our home. And she would cut the bread, and, we could put it right in there in these beautiful egg holders from Turkey that she got. So those were two things. And then I remember also my grandmother, one of the things that she would make for me when I would go spend the night with her in her apartment in Miami Beach, she would peel a red delicious apple. And the apple, how we knew it was red delicious was it had 6 points on the bottom. And she would always talk about that. And we would always check, is it red delicious? Okay, it has 6 points on the bottom. And she would peel that apple like a surgeon. And she would just not miss any of the flesh, right? And she came over here with her family from Poland and Russia, or both, or one or the other. And so there was a lot of efficiency in keeping all of the flesh. And it was so good. It was actually so delicious.